Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Anything and Everything! I'm here with my 8th subscriber.
Thank you. I didn't realize I was not subscribed to this channel, but after today's takes, I might have to unsubscribe. You might be down one subscriber.
Yeah, we were fighting before this. Welcome to the episode!
Wait.
No, like when I feel by myself, obviously I'm the only one suffering the awkwardness, right? But this is my first time doing it with somebody else.
It's cute. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, actually it makes a lot of sense that you are my first podcast guest because the podcast came... As I was saying, this podcast only came, I guess, into reality after we had a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
We were, it was late last year, I think you were back in Singapore.
In Punggol.
Yeah. We were just sitting by this bench near Waterway and the view was so nice and then we were just talking and we were like, hey, actually we should have a podcast. Yeah. And then I actually did it because I was so bored.
Yeah, but then gay men and queer women podcasts kind of oversaturated the market now.
Okay, so he's not an ally. Never mind. Let the gay people speak.
Yeah. So, general goal is we want to talk about artistic trajectory. Basis is we need to first talk about what makes a song good, what makes an album good, but more importantly, what makes an artist good. And here, because we are focusing on 3 pop artists for now.
Okay.
We might compare them, so I love to do that. Pit women against women. I might get cancelled after this.
There's
know what?
8 subscribers,
cancel me.
And there's one of them is you, so I think we're fine.
No, but generally we need to look at the trajectory as pop artists specifically.
Okay.
So evaluating the songs, albums, artists, and they're quite intertwined.
Okay.
So maybe we talk about that more generally before we go into each artist.
Okay, there's a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we start with?
Okay, songs. Let's start with song.
Okay.
For me, when I listen to a song, the main thing I listen to are lyrics, especially for pop songs. Lyrics and production, I mean, they're kind of the only 2 things.
You're such a writer.
I am. My background
writer.
is I'm a writer as well.
Mm-hmm.
But lyrics and production matter significantly to me. Production in terms of the instruments, the way the song sounds, I think that's very important. Mm-hmm. I think lyrics, when I say lyrics, I think people have this misconception that the more words you have in a song, the more changes in choruses or whatever means it's a better song. Or the wordier you are, the more complex. I disagree. A song can just have as its lyrics and it'd be the best song ever. That still count. It is about what the song is going for. So I always evaluate it with what the album is going for. With what the song is going for. So those matters. That's how I evaluate a song. Mm-hmm. How do you evaluate a song, Nicole?
Whether I like it or not.
Honestly, that's also me. Instinctively, yeah.
I think, yes. I'm also someone that looks at the lyrics first, I think. So I will look at the lyrics first, and then I'll listen to the song, and I'll see whether the sound... Okay, because music in itself is just sounds, right? I am a believer that they can also convey certain moods or emotions or atmospheres, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's part of the songwriting process also to choose a sound that suits the lyrics or the topics that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? Whether those 2 blend together, which I feel is an increasing issue in music these days. Where they don't... musically, I'm oh, pom, pom, pom. And then on the lyrics, I'm actually, what the hell are you writing about?
Yeah.
Right? And also, just specific things. I guess, if you're playing with music, does that reflect are you playing in the lyrics as well?
Yes.
Or but I think generally just overall, if I like it lah. There must be specific reasons why I like it.
Yes.
If I can think about those things, I think
every
usually
song
those
is different.
songs.
Every song is
agree.
Different.
It's very hard to come up with a specific metric because
Yes.
even across genres, right? You can't have one metric per se, and obviously taste is so personal. What I like, Conan and I have been friends for so long, and I have certain music thoughts that he
Disagrees with heavily.
Bro, every time a Taylor Swift album comes out, I get scared.
Oh, we have very
We
different
have
opinions.
so different.
She's
so
one of the
different.
artists that we'll be talking about.
Yes, like, and I remember notoriously, like, it started like back in JC, right? I think folklore had just came out,
Yeah.
and we had very different
Okay,
opinions.
I don't remember that.
I remember this because I remember I was like listening when folklore first came out. I was listening to it like in the morning on the way to school.
Yeah.
Right? Then I remember like in class, I think during morning assembly or something, I was like, hey, have you listened to folklore? And then you were like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I can't remember specifically your thoughts, but I remember talking about it then. And then like consistently throughout the years, because you do your own music rankings.
Yes.
Sometimes when I have energy, I'll do music rankings
Yeah.
as well. And the songs that we like would be complete opposites.
Okay, I agree, but with folklore, and you'll hear this later, it's a great album generally. So it's like, well, it's not that controversial because we just have different favorites.
That's true.
But we both recognize, I think,
Yeah.
that the album as a whole is great. Most of the songs are great, apart from, I don't know, one or two. And so even though we have different favorites, it's not that much of a hot take.
We'll
You'll
get into
hear
hot
my
take.
hot takes.
He has really
I
hot
really
takes.
She has some hotter takes in my opinion.
I don't.
No, she does.
No, I don't. I think you will be the controversial one this episode.
Okay, I mean, if crucify me, I don't care. That's what people have been doing to gay men for all of society.
Let's stop right there. Let's start off with Taylor Swift.
Yes. Okay. I low-key have no interest in talking about her discography before she had her master stolen. And let me caveat this and explain why.
Oh no.
From the first 6 albums, I think my opinion generally is what the public opinion is. So her debut is kind of mid, introduces her as a singer-songwriter, but also most pop artists' debut aren't very strong, especially if you debuted before the 2020, because that's when I think the music industry really did care about investing in an artist like long-term growth and potential. If you purely listen to Taylor Swift, or if she made her debut today, she would not be getting a second album. She'd be getting a Zara Larsson.
Yeah, no, high key.
She'd be getting like a fuck ass she'd be getting a Lizzo treatment, low key. She would. Okay. Because her first album just isn't very strong.
It's not very strong.
Her second album is much stronger.
Okay.
But also it's not like some insane like it'll be remembered for all of time.
I feel like
it is instrumental.
Yes.
For that era and time period that it was.
Agree.
But I don't think it's very much an.
I agree. I was just about to say that. Like, I feel like Speak Now as an album, right, it only worked because she released it in that time period.
I thought it was Fearless.
Was Fearless the second album?
Yeah, Fearless was the second album.
Same thing?
Same thing, low-key, yes.
High-key, same thing.
But personally, I would also say Speak Now is a better album than Fearless.
Oh, agree.
Let's get it.
Agree.
Yes.
I like Fearless a little bit more personally.
Yes.
Compared to Speak Now, but I recognize that Speak Now is a better album, full stop.
Yes.
Yeah. My feelings towards Fearless, why I like it is because if there are some, it's just a bit more my vibe personally.
Yes.
But as an album, sonically, lyrics-wise, thematically, even like if you think about like the branding of it, right, the image of like this like fairy tale, blah, 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 I feel like it was way more thought out and way more like, I don't know, intentional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her first truly great album, for me, is Red.
Oh, I agree.
That is the first album
I agree.
that I think defines her as a pop star.
Agree.
This is the first album that you can really see that she is going to have some lasting impact on the music industry.
I guess it's
She's not like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Just has some good albums.
Yeah.
She will make like waves. And I mean, she does. She has since. She kind of is the music industry.
She is the music
unfortunately, / fortunately. That's the first real like great album.
Agree.
1989. Again, people have harped on this to death. It's a whole vibe shift, whole career shift. Worked very well for her. I mean, got her second Grammy album, like for best album, for like album of the year.
Yep.
Now, this, I will say, 1989 is one of those pop albums. It is like a when you think of like a pop perfection, you can make the argument for 1989.
I agree.
This artist is gonna catch a stray, but an album that is not pop perfection is Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. Because, and let me explain why. Apart from the singles, every other song is a
Wait,
chop.
like low-key. I have not
Every
listened to-
song, but the singles, the 7 singles, also all the
What are
singles are
7
hits.
singles on that
There were
album?
7 singles.
Wait, that's crazy. I did not know this.
It's like known for like being the one like pop album that has like 7 number 1 like Billboard number
Good on
1
you,
things.
Katy Perry.
Good on her before she became a complete flop. But like that's what I mean. Like that is not a pop perfection album because you listen to every other song, flop, chop. Listen to Peacock. It's one of the worst songs you hear in your lifetime. But like 1989, even the songs that were not singles that people that the general public don't know or don't listen to have like their own merits to it. My favorite song on 1989, Clean, isn't even a single.
But Clean is also a really big fan favorite these
It
days.
is
Yeah.
for good reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a defining pop album. Another great album. Reputation, another great album.
I love
People hated it at the time.
No.
I was one of the few people to actually like it
Me too.
back in 2017 when
Me
it first
too.
dropped.
For the longest time, and I think to a certain extent to this day, Reputation is my favorite Taylor Swift album. Like, it was just so formative and
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sonically as well. It was so different, right? And it was great.
You know who's shockingly decent at the rap? I might get killed for this. Ed Sheeran. I don't mind Ed Sheeran's rap.
No, I
rapping game.
actually
think it's
really
okay.
enjoyed.
I
I
think
thought it
it's
was
okay.
funny as hell.
I think
Remember we were young.
Oh my god, I love that. Like, it's so fucking funny.
Something was born on 4th of July.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say is this. That's the only, like, time you should be listening to Ed Sheeran as a featured artist on another artist's song, because his songs in general are shit. So yeah.
Taylor Swift.
I think, okay, this will link back to the artist thing that we talked about. It may be more detail later. But Reputation isn't her best album by any means. There's a lot of like, there's some filler, some clunkiness. Some of the production choices are very questionable, but it is undeniably her best era. It's her best it was kind of her best era in terms of like the way she marketed herself, the way she recaptured the public's attention.
That's true.
The way she redefined her persona. There is no other Taylor Swift album that does that better. That has done that better. The next closest one is Folklore. And that's it.
Okay, we'll come back to Folklore.
We'll come
in a
back to
bit.
Folklore. Yeah.
No, but no, with Reputation, I completely agree. It was because, I mean, culturally as well, right? Like, because of celebrity culture, people were so obsessed with, like, oh, she's getting cancelled, what's
Yes.
going on, blah, blah, blah. And she really did use that as fuel
Yeah.
for this album.
Yeah.
And I think, actually, right, I'm just gonna jump to Showgirl, because I was really hoping that she would do something similar, you know, with Showgirl. Because I think when she announced, like, just the album, right?
Yeah.
Like, the theme and the name of the album, it made a lot of sense to me, right? And I think there is a lot to say about this, like, Showgirl, or, like, generally, like, celebrity culture, right?
Yes.
That she, as someone who is literally at the top of the game, right, has so much, like, valuable things to say. I would love to know what it feels like to be the number one artist right now. You know, in this world, what kind of experiences she experiences, right? Like, I feel like there were a lot of meaningful things that she could say, that she could critique about the world, about capitalism, about the celebrity culture, about the industry, but she didn't. And it wasn't even like, okay, even if you don't take it like on an intellectual way, right? Like, just personally, like, she said nothing.
See, my very quick jump in on that is that sounds more like a failure of expectations than a failure of the album. I don't mean that the album is the best thing ever. I also don't think it's a great album. So it's not like I'm rushing into defend. But I think that that's not the fairest critique because you should... I personally believe when you evaluate an album, you should evaluate it for what it's going for what it intends to do.
What does Showgirl intend to do?
So that's the problem with showgirl. That is the problem with showgirl.
That was also
It doesn't
a
really
problem
intend to do
that I
much
had. Yeah.
apart from being the next Taylor Swift album.
Agree. I agree
That's
that
the
it's a
real
failure
problem.
of expectations because I think I always find it interesting, I guess, when agree to
Yeah.
a certain degree is parasocial as hell, but I do like it a little bit, or I do get a little bit more interested when certain like creative outputs
Yeah.
kind of reflect an artist's or a creative's life. Not that it should be demanded or should be expected, but I think it's an extra layer.
No,
Right?
I think it is actually expected. You have to reflect your life.
Don't agree
No.
with this expectation.
Let me tell you why. This was again for pop artists. The easiest example I can give you is Dua Lipa. She is a blank canvas. The only thing you can really associate with her, party girl, and that meme where she danced really badly.
Is Dua Lipa a party girl?
Okay, vacation party, good.
I guess
girl.
she is a vacation
Like,
girl.
That's it. Her there's no substance beyond that. And I'm not saying her songs aren't good. They are generally good. I mean, Future Nostalgia is a great pop album. Another pop perfection album, I would argue. But the reason why Radical Optimism flopped is because she was grasping at something more substantial to say while not really revealing anything about herself, about her personal life and whatever. And you do need, as a pop star, I think, to reveal or risk something. It doesn't mean you have to risk something like personal or like you have to be confessional or you need to like do an expose, tell all memoir about like all the men that have done you wrong or the men you've done wrong, whatever. But you do need to infuse your personal life, your personal narratives, your perspective into it for it to work.
I don't agree that it has to be personal. I think these perspectives can come from anywhere, but I think maybe the reason why we expect something a bit more personal is because usually it makes the most sense.
Is there an album where it's not personal that you can
Allegedly.
Okay.
I disagree with this, but allegedly folklore is not supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be fictional.
No. That's the thing. Okay. When I say that, I don't mean that you need to tell your personal life through the songs. I mean, it's your perspective, something that only you as an artist can say. Folklore is still something that only Taylor Swift as an artist could write. You can't, I cannot see Olivia Rodrigo. I cannot see Sabrina Carpenter. I cannot see anyone else like writing a song like the songs on Folklore in that sense. It is a very Swiftian. It's still a very Swiftian album. It still has a very like Taylor Swift a mature Taylor Swift perspective to it. Folklore.
But I feel like that's such a intangible metric to have because by that logic, right? Like, no artist will be able to create something that another artist can create.
Sure. Also, I think the argument also doesn't hold just because even if you want to go by the personal thing, right? She literally has a song called Invisible String with Bad on the Blood. It's a song they heard on your first trip to LA. That is not a reference to her own song. I think that's a bit question mark. Like, and let's just say since the Joe Alwyn stuff has happened, we all kind of know that Folklore isn't as...
It's not as fiction.
It's not as fiction as we all thought it was.
Hey, Maddie Healy. Hey, Peter losing Wendy.
If you're trying to tell me My Tears Ricochet is a fictional song and not based on her very real hatred for a certain Scooter and Scott, I do not believe you. Like,
no, I agree.
I just think that you need to risk something personal. Doesn't have to be every song, of course. And like your whole album can take on like a character study, persona, whatever. Think of Ethel Cain, for example. Preacher's Daughter, right? It's famously a fictional story. It's a concept album. But it's the emotion, everything, the lyrics are invoked from a very real and raw place from Ethel. You see the way Ethel performs, it's very obvious. That's what I mean by personal risk. It doesn't need to be that you're telling like necessarily personal details of your life, but it needs to be honest to you as an artist. And that's why actually Showgirl is not that horrible as an album. Because it's actually honest to Taylor Swift, the mega billionaire.
Oh, that's true.
So...
Oh, that's true.
Like, I'm always very... We'll get into the Showgirl later. We have to, okay? But anyways, back to Reputation. Great album, great era generally. Lover, her first real flop.
Agree.
I think the fact that she chose Me as the first single.
No, that was like such a loss.
Oh wow.
That was a loss for the entire world actually. That she just chose Me as a single.
I think it was the first time I truly... When I heard Me, it was, what, like 2019. I was in J1, JC1, okay. Like, mind you, I was depressed. That said, I could not listen to that song. It was literally unbearable. Like, I got to the he part, and I thought she was making a parody song. It was just that bad.
It was not good lah.
Oh, no. Why are you trying to...
Wait, how did that even happen?
It was not good. It was bad.
No, yeah. I think what we were talking about earlier, right, is that I think Lover is a good collection of songs.
Is it?
There are some songs that I really genuinely do love from the album. But as an album as a whole, right, it's not cohesive at all. It's not anything.
There are 18 songs on Lover.
There are 18?
There are 18. Yeah.
Let me just look at
There are
the track list
18
real quick. Wait,
songs.
why is it so long? I didn't think that it was so long.
There are 18 songs on Lover. And there are, at best, 4 to 5 truly great songs.
I blocked Taylor Swift on Spotify. My bad.
Hell, really?
Yeah, I blocked her because my DJ just keeps like playing her songs.
Oh,
and I
okay,
do not
right.
want to listen to
The
Me
showgirl.
at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, there are 4
Oh
to
my
5.
god, yeah, there are 18
Yeah.
songs.
And you know what is worse? When the Eras Tour like came out, it was revealed that she had some leaked Lover songs. All the girls, and the other one was Need, right, or something.
I have no idea.
Yeah, like those two like fan songs, like songs that people were demanding. So we could have had 20 songs on Lover, and those 2 songs are also kind of flops.
No, but there are some songs in Lover that I genuinely do like.
Okay.
Okay, Cruel Summer I like.
Cruel Summer, of course.
Lover actually I do like.
Lover, yes, I agree with that.
The Man, thematically I enjoy, but I don't listen to that song a lot. But
I'm talking about
it's-
truly great songs.
Okay,
So,
not a great song.
it is
The
a
Archer is a great
decent
song. The Archer is a great song.
The Archer is a decent song. It's a good song.
Wait, serious?
Yes.
I love The Archer, you know.
I think it's a good, decent song. It's not like a bad song by any means. But when I say great songs, I mean like songs I would give an 8 out of 10 and above.
Wait, I'm
The Archer
flabbergasted.
would get like a 7 out of 10.
No, I think The Archer is one of her best songs. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
I think He Knows It's Terrible. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince is like a catchy song, but
It's
it's
also
not
a
great.
good song.
Yeah, it's a good song, not great.
Yes.
Paper Rings.
Worst song I've ever heard.
Death by a Thousand Cuts, right?
That's another great song.
That's a great song.
It's a great
But actually, the only thing I don't like about Death by a Thousand Cuts is that the production is very flat. There's not a lot going on like sonically if you listen to it.
You said the production of Death by a Thousand Cuts is flat, and yet The Archer's one of the best Taylor Swift songs ever? Oh.
No, but The Archer like plays, you know, it builds on like
Yeah,
which
I
is very
get that.
reminiscent of like this like anxious anxiety, which I appreciate.
Yeah, but like the song still goes nowhere.
Death by a
Sorry.
Thousand Cuts, I think it's just very like musically. Lyrics wise
Okay.
is great. But that's the only thing like I feel like
Sure,
a little
sure.
bit wasted.
Okay.
I do like London Boy.
And your opinions are valid?
No,
I'm supposed to
like
trust
it's
your
not.
opinions after
No,
this?
it's not a great song.
Oh.
It's not a great song, but it's a catchy song.
Hot take. I honestly would rather listen to Me than London Boy.
No. You know, it's funny because when I went to London for the first time, like literally on the entire bus ride in, I was listening to London Boy on repeat.
I think that's
I know.
offensive to Londoners. You know on the Eras Tour, when people were like, oh my gosh, she has to do surprise songs.
Yeah.
And people were like, she's gonna play Paris in Paris. Also flop song, by the way.
Flop song, I agree.
And people were like, London Boy in London. I was like,
Mm.
oh my god, I'm so sorry, London. Like, the only song she should be playing in London is So Long London.
Agree.
Like, London
Way
Boy...
better London song.
Like, I'm sorry, you tell me you're in London, you have 2 London songs, and you want to play London Boy and not
That's
So Long
true.
London.
But So Long London is
I mean, she did play
devastating
both.
lah.
But like,
It's a
London
little bit
Boy?
devastating lah. Like it's okay lor,
London Boy?
Taylor.
Wow.
Okay, wait. So continuing, Afterglow. I do really like Afterglow as well.
Wait, you skipped you need
You need to calm down. Yeah,
no,
obviously I'm skipping.
No,
it.
you skipped Soon You'll Get Better. Soon You'll Get
Oh, yeah.
Better is another great song.
Oh,
Very underrated.
yeah. It's not one of my favorites.
I will say, the problem with that song it is in the wrong album.
Oh.
It goes for a completely different sound.
That's true.
Doesn't fit with the rest of the album. And that's what I mean by like Lover, even if it has some individually good songs,
But the album is
and
just
some great
not.
songs, the album doesn't jive. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work as an album. When you're listening to it, it's like you're jumping through so many different moods and atmospheres. Yeah. Okay. False God I really love. Serious? You don't like False God?
I think it's mid. I think it's very mid.
No, I love False God.
I used to really dislike it. And then when I like grew a bit, I was like, okay, I don't dislike it as intensely. That's it. Still a 5, maybe 6 out of 10.
Wait, I actually in shock.
Okay. I think it's probably it's the only jazz-ish inspired Taylor Swift song. So people are like, oh my god, we want to see you do more of that. I'm like, no, thank you, please don't. You don't want to see her do more of that.
No, I think it's just such a fun song. Like, bah, bah, bah.
Also, like the lyrics are not that great in False God. The altar is my hips. Okay. And?
Okay, let's move on. I need to preserve this friendship. Okay, You Need to Calm Down, obviously. Flop. Afterglow I really liked as well.
Actually, that was a hate crime. You Need to Calm Down was a hate crime.
No, it was
to me,
actually
it was
terrible.
a hate crime.
I think the only thing good about You Need to Calm Down is that her and Katy Perry became friends in the music video.
Oh, I don't even think that was a good thing.
Oh, you don't want want the girls to be friends? You want to pit women against women again?
I think, honestly, if you think about it, her most successful eras were when she actively had a woman to hate. And when when they were also succeeding enough to like fight back.
Low-key.
Yeah.
Low-key.
We
all need some healthy competition, I guess.
Afterglow, no, I don't like it.
Yeah. Me, a travesty, never play that song in front of me. I will come back to haunt you. It's Nice to Have a Friend actually was one of my favorites. When I was a kid.
It's a good song. I don't dislike it. I think it's a good song.
It's Nice to Have a Friend has a lot of like nostalgia value to me.
Yes.
Cause when the album first came out, I think that was like one of the only songs that I constantly went back to. It's just like
it is a very
very bittersweet, like in between states. I think it just captured how I was feeling at the age, like at 16, 17. Yeah. And then Daylight, I do like Daylight.
I hate Daylight.
Why? What's wrong with Daylight?
The spoken word outro doesn't work.
I don't like the spoken word outro.
It is a very basic, like it says nothing about her view of love. My love was on. I once believed love was burning red, but it's golden. Like, okay, nice line. What's the substance behind it? What really has changed what has changed between her conception of love in this album and the previous album? Nothing much. And if anything, Reputation is a better love album than this album.
Oh, I agree.
And this is the album title is literally Lover.
That's true.
And she's
and I think a lot of people have said this as well, right? That Reputation is actually just a love album.
Yes.
And it's great.
It's great for that.
Yeah, it's a way better love album as well.
Which is why it's honestly, for me, look, I don't find it that surprising that Showgirl wasn't received well. But in some ways, I can't help but to think that the spiritual sister of Showgirl is Reputation. But because it's also the closest sounding album. It is the closest sounding album.
I hate that that's true. Yeah. No, I agree.
Luxurious.
Yeah.
It's very much a love album to Travis Kelce and his dick, I guess. We have 2 songs about that man's dick. Which, you know what, real, if I too were getting dicked down like that by a football player every night, I would write songs about that. Would I share those songs with the world? Not necessarily. But would I write songs about it? Yes. Okay, Folklore. The reason why I said earlier, this is the only other album which came close to the era of like, oh, this could be, this is like another defining era for her. It's because Lover was low-key such a flop that it very much like kind of marked, for most artists, it would have marked the decline in their artistic like stronghold on the industry.
I guess that's
Folklore rejuvenated her interest. Kind of was the starting point for her second second starting point. Like it really was like her.
Agree.
Like it gave her it introduced her to a new audience. Was it the most commercially successful album? No. But it was so critically successful.
Yeah.
It was so cohesive, well written as an album.
Yep.
Songs in it fantastic
Yep.
in general.
Yep.
You can't help but like be like, oh, she's still capable
Yep.
of this. And it's the first album where you really truly think she has grown, she has matured.
Yep.
Which of course is a deception. If you listen to the next few albums. But yeah, so Folklore is truly a great album.
Agree.
Truly a great era.
Mm-hmm.
But my personal favorite album, Evermore.
Evermore. I know you
I also
love
think
Evermore.
I think that is also her best album. I don't think it should be surprising because I also write poetry. Evermore is very much a poet's
That's
album.
true. That's actually very true.
Because I think I read somewhere that like someone said something like Folklore is a more cohesive album. But like Evermore has like higher highs, lower lows, and I very much agree with that. It feels like a collection of short stories,
Agree.
collection of poems.
Actually,
sort
yeah,
of
agree.
It's like an anthology.
Yep.
If anything, that should have been the album that was called Folklore. Because it was like a collection of folk tales.
Oh,
A
I
lot
guess
of
that's true.
yeah, a
I
lot
guess
of the
that's
songs on
true.
Folklore, and I think Evermore explores more range.
Agree.
In like source material, sounds as well. Like, come on, Closure is on the album. Yeah. And honestly, some of the best songs on Evermore are like truly only she could write it, and they hold up. They really do hold up.
I agree with you. I think actually for me, right, Folklore and Evermore, I guess because they are
Yeah,
sister albums, right? Actually, I feel like they gave her a lot of credibility as
Yes.
a songwriter and as a
Yes.
writer in general. Because Taylor Swift is a great musician, right? In the sense where she's built this up to that point. She had built this brand of like, I'm a pop artist,
Yes.
right? And I mean, her last few albums were very like, if you're coming from like the Red and then 1989 Reputation, that's a crazy run actually to have.
And also like if you think about it, okay, songwriting one is also about the like how the song sounds,
Yeah.
not just the lyrics. Whenever like people talk about her as a songwriter, you have to factor in not just the lyrics but like how the song sounds. And lyrically, you cannot deny that 1989 is kind of weak.
Agree.
Reputation, a little bit stronger,
A little bit
definitely an
better.
improvement.
Yeah.
Lover, it's also an improvement. Unfortunately, sonically, not an improvement. And also, it just didn't work as an album. Folklore, lyrically worked.
It was just so
sonically
good.
worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so good, and I think it also, like what you said, right, it opened her up to like a lot of like different audiences, because people who I guess were not really into that big pop
Yes.
sound suddenly had something of hers
Yeah.
that they could go back and listen to
Yes.
and like actually feel deeply connected to. Because like
Yeah.
realistically, right, like Style, great album. Do I listen to Style like in the middle of the day and start thinking about my life and I'm thinking like, oh my god, I'm so glad that this artist has written something for me? No.
Yeah.
Right? And I like that. I guess that's what I enjoy about like listening widely, right? There are
Yes.
some songs that I listen to that's like lighter, it gets me
Yeah.
through my day, it's like fun, it puts me in a good mood.
Yeah.
There are some songs that I would want to like kind of capture how I feel about certain thing in my own life, right?
Yes.
Even though it's projecting, right? But that is what is fun for me to do as an audience member,
Yeah.
right? And then Folklore did that so wonderfully. And I feel like if you are someone that thinks deeply, or I guess has tended to like a bit more of like a melancholy vibe or a bit more like a reflective vibe in your life, you will enjoy Folklore and Evermore. Yeah. Just fun. Just great albums. Sound-wise
Honestly,
also
If
banging.
If you have taste, you'll like those albums. If you
Yeah.
don't have taste, you won't. So that's it.
Low-key, I agree.
Sorry.
That sounds so elitist, but like,
No.
agree. Taste is elitist.
Taste is elitist.
Yeah.
You don't like those albums? I just know you don't have good taste. She really went and developed that whole persona for nothing. Because why was the next album that she released Midnights? And as everyone on Twitter keeps making that really bad joke,
Wait.
my rating of the album is in the first 3 letters. Mid.
No, actually, I have a very complicated journey with Midnights.
Okay, uncomplicated because it doesn't deserve
No,
that.
I remember also when Midnights came out, right? I talked to you
Yes,
extensively about it, and I didn't like it, and we
Yeah.
both agreed that we didn't like it. But I think there's something about that era that I go back to, purely because her later albums like high key suck.
Okay, wait. I want to say though. When I say like an album isn't that great from Taylor Swift, I do caveat with the fact that when I say it's not that good, I mean it still generally gets a 5 or 6 out of 10. It's not like
it's not
it does
terrible.
not get to the level of like 4, 3 out of 10 that you can get from other artists like Somber. Okay?
Agree.
Okay, it doesn't get to like it doesn't hit those lows.
Of course.
But it just means that, you know, for an album like Folklore and Evermore, which I would personally give a 9 out of 10 to, not that great. And an album like Midnight gets like a 6, maybe a 5 out of 10 for me in general.
Like, no, the thing about Midnight is that actually in the years after it came out, right, especially after her later album releases, there was some songs of Midnight that I go back to because I don't think that they're great songs.
Wait, I want to just clarify. This is like factual clarification. When you say Midnight, are you talking about the 13 songs or are you including the 2 a.m. What is it? The extra, the 7 extra songs, which Paris.
Let's include the 3 a.m. version as well.
Because for me, whenever I think about an album, I really think about the way the artist intended for us to view it. So, for me, when I talk about Midnight, it's
just
more
the original.
Like, I do talk about the original 13. I give them a lot more weight because that's what you intend for it. And that's also why Midnight does not work as an album because quite a few of the 3M songs are significantly glaringly better.
Agree. And I feel like she has this problem as well. Later on with TTPD, she has this problem where she doesn't know what songs to put. Or she doesn't choose the right songs to put.
Sure.
Like, strength-wise.
TTPD that's actually less of a problem. But we can get into that.
I think with Midnight's, like, even just the original lineup, right? Not the 3 a.m. version. Like, my issue with Midnight's, is that obviously when I first listened to it, I didn't like it because if I'm thinking, like, critically, right, in terms of, like, craft, like, you know, it's not that great. It's not a great album in that sense. But over the years, I've learned to enjoy it because just sonically, I think it's fun to listen to. I think there are still some songs that I go back to and I'm like, actually, this is a groovy song, this is a catchy song. Like, I can still enjoy it in that sense. Is it smart? Is it deep? Is it meaningful or impactful?
Yes.
Does it do that consistently throughout the album? I don't think so. Which is why Midnight is still a very, compared to the rest of her albums, one of the lower ranked ones for me personally.
The real problem with Midnight is that it does not have an all-time Taylor Swift song within its original 13 songs. And since I'm gonna say Speak Now, she has had at least one career-defining song in the main like body of her album. Speak Now, for me, Dear John. Easy. Or some fans would go Long Live, but low-key. Long Live or Enchanted, but I think it's Dear John. Really.
Really, I would think it's Enchanted actually. I feel like that's very career. I feel like I don't think it's that great of a song, but I feel like it's very career defining for her.
Okay, yes, but like career defining and also like a 10 out of 10 song. I don't think Enchanted is a 10 out of 10 song.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think Dear John.
Maybe just not my vibe.
Dear John is a 10 out of 10 and career defining song for me.
No, I don't like Dear John.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a bit irritating.
I mean, with the way you hate man, I am shocked you don't like Dear John.
Let's move on. Let's not air my dirty laundry on the internet.
Oh, sorry. All Too Well from Red.
Amazing.
1989 for me, clean. But also, you take a pick of like the other like really.
Actually, I feel like
style as well, if you want.
Style career defining, but actually for me, my personal favorite for the album is New Romantics.
Okay, fine.
I feel like it's just such a good like opener for the album.
It should have been the opener, not Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
Reputation, again, I would say take your pick. For me, Getaway Car.
Oh, Getaway Car is so good.
Yeah.
No, I love the entirety of Red. So.
Okay. Lover had Cruel Summer.
Cruel Summer was
Even
amazing.
Lover had Cruel Summer.
I think in like 2022, especially like when they had the Cruel Summer resurgence. Oh my god, it was so good.
Folklore Evermore, take your pick. Literally,
so good.
Russian roulette, so many 10 out of 10, so many career defining songs.
Yeah, agree.
Midnight. I asked you, what is the career defining song? If you come and tell me You're On Your Own Kid, I'm gonna laugh in your face. Because have you heard the verses?
That was a terrible song.
The bridge is nice, I guess. The verses, have you listened to the verses? Have you listened to the way she baby sings in the song? No.
That's true. I never liked the production on Your Own Kid.
No,
Yeah.
it's really not that
But
good.
I really enjoy some songs on Midnight. Like for me personally, Midnight Rain is always is a song that I go back to actually. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that might be more reflective of like my own problems in my own life. So that
Yeah,
says
probably.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have enough self-awareness to say that.
Mm.
I think Karma is a good fun pop song.
Sure.
Yeah. What else was on that album?
I
hated half of the album when it
think
first came out.
for
I remember.
me, okay,
Wait, I need to unblock her again to look at the.
how I felt about Midnights was how I felt about Virgin by Lord. Which was, I had the exact same listening experience. Where I listened to like, I think the first 3-4 songs and I was like, oh, this is a great, cohesive, could be career defining. Like the first 4 songs were what? Lavender Haze, Maroon, Lavender Haze, Maroon, Anti-Heroes on the Beach. Like Lavender Haze and Maroon were like songs I really liked. And I still really like them.
I don't like Maroon.
Anti-Hero? It's okay. It's a good pop song. So on the Beach, sure. But then we got to the second half of the album.
Wait, second half has like Karma, Sweet Nothing, which I actually
No,
really enjoyed.
like the middle section.
Oh, the Bejeweled Labyrinth era.
The question, vigilante shit, Bejeweled.
Flop.
Labyrinth is not a flop for me.
I don't like Labyrinth.
I don't think it's
not
like the
Labyrinth.
best song ever, but like it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I do not enjoy Labyrinth.
Yeah,
Actually,
wow.
yeah, now that I'm looking at it, right, I think 3am edition has way better songs. It's
That's what I mean.
so... Yeah, a lot of the songs that I do go back to actually from the 3am version.
You're Losing Me should have been on the album from the
Banger.
get-go.
Yeah, agree.
Even...
I understand why she didn't, because she was still with Joel Alwyn when the album came out.
Wait, where's the other one?
This one, right?
yes.
You're Losing Me came out way after.
Way after, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but there's
But it's
one
not even
as well.
here. It came out as a single.
No. There was one. No, hang on.
Which one? Karma featuring Ice
Hits
Spice?
different. Even Hits different.
I really enjoyed
Should
Hits
have
Different as
been
well. It was
on the
just a
original
fun
13.
pop girl. It's very
Yeah.
girly song.
Her one career-defining 10 out of 10 song for me on that album is Would've, Coulda, Should've.
Agree.
Why that wasn't on the original album?
Yeah. It's such a waste.
Fumble.
No, I still remember, like, I remember very, very clearly when I first listened to this album because I waited, I had nothing to do lah. I waited for it to come out and I was listening to it. And Would've, Coulda, Shoulda came out and I was like...
I was gagged.
Yeah, I was
loved it.
legitimately like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
That was great. It was fucking harrowing, but it was great. It was
But
a
also,
great
like,
song.
the 3am is, like, emblematic of, like, her worst trait as a songwriter, which is half of the songs, best songs you ever heard. The other half, complete flops.
Agree.
How is Paris
I fucking hate Paris.
on that same list?
I hate Paris.
How is The Great War on that same list?
No, I love The Great War.
Sorry, the extended metaphor really doesn't land. It is the only time it has landed, I think, for me, is when she did the surprise performance of that with You're Losing Me. Because that's like, okay, that's a great moment. But The Great War is a song, it's overwritten. The metaphor really is like, she beats it to death. She like, it's also, she just, as a poet, as a writer, it's as if she's like, she doesn't trust her reader, and that is partially the problem with her later era songs.
That's true. She
doesn't
doesn't
trust
her
her audience as much.
Yep.
To pick up on the nuances of the songs, she needs to fill it in with extremely verbose, overwritten lyrics, to make up for a lack of like real like substantive like thought.
No, I love The Great War.
No. But anyways, moving
No,
on.
I just love The Great. But agree.
Yeah.
Half the songs on like the extended 3am version flops.
Yeah.
I fucking hated Dear Reader. I still hate Dear Reader.
I don't think The Raiders is a good song.
Terrible. I do not like Glitch as well. I do not like Paris.
Actually like the production in Glitch.
No.
I think the lyrics are pretty bad.
No, I think Glitch is just a terrible, terrible song.
The thing is, for me, Glitch at least doesn't sound like a lot of other Taylor Swift songs in her catalog. Like, it doesn't really sound like another song. So it's like, I appreciate that she is experimenting.
Okay.
As opposed to a very staple run, like, beaten to death metaphor in The Great War. Yeah. So I can appreciate Glitch more than I can appreciate The Great War.
Completely disagree.
That's it. Both of them are like, what, 4 out of 10s. So I don't really care about defending them.
I think Great War is like a 6 for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Torture Poetry Department.
Okay.
I have a very complicated relationship with this
I have to
album as well.
confess, I've recently been listening to it a lot more.
Do you like it a bit more?
No.
Wait, really?
No. I still feel the exact same feelings I feel when I first listened to it.
Okay, give me your thoughts. Succinctly.
It is a very overwritten album.
Agree.
It tries to be the modern day Red. It does not work. I think, however, perhaps controversially, the standard album is actually stronger than the anthology. If we just compare like those two individually. Yeah.
No, I completely disagree.
Oh.
I actually completely disagree.
There are like more individual songs from the standard that I like than the anthology. And also I think the standard holds up better.
No, I feel like this entire album, right, is either I really love the song or I fucking hate it.
The problem with Torture Poets is also that it's 31 songs. If you include the anthology,
Yep.
31 songs.
Yep.
It could have been a 10 out of 10 banger album.
Yeah.
If she had chosen the 13
The right
best
songs.
Yeah.
I agree. That is my thought
That
as well.
is the real thing.
I think I feel so strongly for the anthology because some of my favorite songs are from the anthology.
Okay, what are your favorite songs from the anthology?
The Albatross.
Okay.
Chloe or Sam. Chloe et al.
That I agree with.
Recently, I've been enjoying I Look in People's Windows. I did not enjoy this song when it first came out.
Okay.
But a little bit more I Look in People's Windows. Peter.
Okay.
The Bolter. Those are like still one of like my favorite songs.
Sure.
I think a lot of my favorite songs came from the anthology first. Then maybe later on I went back and I
Okay.
listened and I liked other songs a little bit more from the main album.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can list maybe 4 anthology songs that really are great. The Black Dog.
I hate that song.
I love that song.
I hate that song.
Like production wise, sonically it works.
No.
The one thing it has going against it is that she uses that trick in Florida of like the crescendoing to the boom boom sort of chorus.
Yeah.
She reuses that trick in an earlier song that you probably would have listened to before The Black Dog. But like the lyrics are precisely written. She doesn't overwrite. She leaves room for ambiguity. So on a lyrical standpoint, it's hard to argue that it's not a good song. I think it's a good song.
No, I fucking hate this song.
Production wise, I think it works as well.
What works?
The minimal piano backing works.
No, it was so fucking terrible.
It's a decent ballad.
I felt like
It's not decent, sorry. It's a great ballad.
I'm gonna give you my thoughts based on like the few times that I have listened to this song, okay?
Okay.
Because I really do not like it.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like she's whining in like the first verse.
Okay.
I was someone who until recent
Yeah.
had your location.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's bad about she is
This is
sad.
good songwriting.
The strongest Taylor Swift songs, at least her sad songs, right, are the ones that like focus on a very precise moment, a very precise emotion, a very precise feeling. And The Black Dog is very much that song about how your grief for a person, for the loss of a person, can be invoked through a location. And that is something
I don't think that's that deep or meaningful actually.
I don't think it's that deep, but I think it is well executed. It is very well. She knows what she's going for in the song, and she does it,
Does she?
in my opinion, flawlessly. It is for me actually,
Oof.
I think it's a 10 out of 10 song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe later during dinner sit at the opposite end of the table.
Oh, okay.
What other songs did you like?
Okay. Black Dog, Chloe or Sam,
Good song.
great song as
Great
well.
song.
I think that should have been on the original.
Original, agree also.
Can I just take a look
Yep.
at the track list? The Prophecy.
I do enjoy the Prophecy
Truly
also.
great song.
I think to me it's a good song.
And then if I could have half of I Look in People's Windows and half of I Hate It Here,
I love I Hate It Here also.
that would complete the songs that I care about in the
Yeah.
anthology. Every other song, if I never heard them again, no loss.
Yeah.
There are also some truly horrifying songs on it. Thank You, Amy.
Yeah, I don't know.
The fact that it was capitalized as Kim
Yeah.
should have told you it was not going to be a good song.
Yeah.
The Albatross, low-key, I also don't care for it at all. Cassandra,
No.
flop.
Let's talk a bit about the Albatross actually.
Cassandra, flop. Peter, no.
No, Peter is so good. Sorry,
The
continue.
Bolter, flop. Robin, flop. Manuscript, flop.
No, I enjoy the Bolter. I think it's a
Yeah,
fun song.
no. There's so many flops on this anthology.
The thing is, right, really, when I like the songs on
Yeah.
this album, I really do like them.
No, yes, I get it. I agree with
But the ones that I hate, I really fucking hate.
Mm.
Like, out of, like, even, like, the mids of midnight, right? I hate some of these songs more than the mids of midnight.
Oh.
Yeah, like, legitimately. Like, I would listen...
Okay.
Ooh, which do I hate more? Glitch or The Black Dog?
That's crazy. One of them is a 10 out of 10 song and the other is like a 4 out of 10.
No! Like, to me, they are literally on the
That's-
same. Like,
That's insane. Sure.
you know, I might actually like Glitch more.
That's crazy.
Because Glitch, at least sonically, there's like
Sure.
something for me to vibe to.
The Standard is actually better. This was the one time I low-key agree with Pitchfork in the sense that I think they rated the Standard album higher than they rated the anthology, and for that they were based.
Wait, I want to talk about this song because I know we notoriously have very different
Oh,
opinions.
okay, yes, what is that?
The Tortured Poets Department. You don't like the song.
Okay, let me clarify. I don't like this song also. This is slightly biased because there are parts of the song, I really like, and parts of the song that are so unlistenable, it ruins my enjoyment of the song as a whole. So, my, as best as I can be, objective score of that song is a 6 out of 10. My subjective score and how pissed off I am is a 4 out of 10.
Wait, do you have examples? What are some things that you didn't like? Like specific
You're
parts?
telling me you like the Charlie Puth lyric?
No, I thought it was funny as hell. No, my issue... Okay, when I first listened to this song, right, when it first came out, I was also just like, what the fuck is she writing about? Like, it literally feels like she was just writing her train
Yeah.
of thought, right? But I think after a while, because the music sonically bangs lah, so I was actually just like,
Okay, I agree with that.
okay.
Production-wise, it's not a bad song at all.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think it was one
Banks
of those
is
songs...
a bit of a stretch.
No, when I think also, right, for this song and also for the album as a whole, when it first came out, and I really mean when it first came out, right, I think it took a while for me to get over how, I don't know how to say this nicely, like, in a weird way, how it felt a little self-obsessed at times.
No,
In
no.
a sense where, right, because, I mean, the context when this album came out was like, she had this whole thing with Matty Healy. People were like against them as a couple, which again, public opinion, like actually y'all have no right lah. This is this person's life lah, right? But people were really against it, and she made it very clear in the album that she hated that people were controlling her life, which is a fair point to make. But it also felt very whiny at times. Like,
Yeah.
you are a big celebrity. People are rightfully calling out the things about him, right? Because he had so many like racist, homophobic,
Yes.
weird things about him. And I say this as someone who loves the 1975, right?
Okay.
I do enjoy their albums and I did grow up with them as well, right?
Okay.
Like, but to me, it's like their criticism was also just like
Justified.
it was somewhat fair.
Yeah.
I think definitely there were a lot of people that took it too far, right? It came from a very
Yes.
parasocial place, and I understand why she's upset, and I understand if she is talking about those people.
Yeah.
But also with what we know about Taylor Swift as an unethical billionaire, I don't think she was just singing about these extreme people. I think she was singing about anybody and everybody that had criticism about the guy that she liked.
Yes.
And I think there were sometimes like, so the Tortured Poets Department, obviously, but Daddy, I Love Him, that's what that whole song is talking about, right? Like, it took me a while to get over the cringe of it. Like,
That's interesting.
yeah.
I think when I listen to a song, for me, okay, it gets very interesting when you listen to like songs by people who are problematic, right? Because it's like, let's take the most like obvious example, Kanye. You cannot deny that he has truly made some really like great art. He has revolutionized like rap. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is
amazing.
A genuinely amazing album.
Genuinely amazing album.
That said, how do you like reconcile that? For me, I always look at it. I always look at it from the perspective of you can look at the album, you can look at the individual songs, but remember that they're just informed by him and his beliefs as an artist. Okay, so what does that mean more concretely? For Taylor Swift, I think Tortured Poets, I agree with everything you said about how Matty Leo's problematic, people are right to call it out. The way I look at it is, first pass, is the song any good? And the Tortured Poet department fails that first pass as a song.
No!
So I'm not even going to consider the second part of, is it a problematic song?
No, I think it was so fun.
No.
You left your... Oh, you want to wrap up?
No. Okay, Tortured Poets, right?
Yeah, wrapping up Tortured Poets.
The song is flop. That's it. There's some truly great songs. And the truly great ones are also shockingly the ones where she indulges herself and she reveals something really personal. So, for example, So Long London, great song.
Amazing.
But Daddy I Love Him, amazing song.
You like Daddy I Love Him?
Oh, I love that song. I think it's a great song. It is the first true, like...
I like that it was
Wow
refreshing.
song.
Yeah, I like that
It's
it
a
was
very
refreshing. But I don't think it's that great.
It's a great song.
I think it's a good song for her.
I
feel like if you were placed in a position that she was, right, and you came out writing these kind of songs, I think it was a great decision for her.
Yes.
Right? And to put it on the album. But personally, did I enjoy the song? No.
The conceit of the title song Tortured Poets Department is that her lover and her are like have this persona of being tortured artists. When in reality they're like, you know, mega famous. Why are they posing essentially?
Yes.
And the song itself tries to be funny. Keyword tries. Fails to be funny most of the time.
I agree.
But Daddy I Love Him has a genuine laugh out loud moment where she says, I'm having his baby, and then she breaks the fourth wall and says, no, I'm not. Like, she knows that what she's doing is controversial and
That's
she's
true.
Committing to it.
That's true.
Which I have to respect to some degree.
Agree.
That's more deserving of respect than a certain other hypocritical pop artist who criticizes every other pop artist but herself, Billie Eilish. Oh, yeah. That's it. There's some banging Billie songs. Also, I'm just gonna say this. Every single pop artist is problematic in some way. If you stan anyone, get a life. Sorry. But like, genuine grow up.
Whoa.
Like,
oh yeah, you just insulted like all the K-pop stans out there.
I know. It's okay. 8 subscribers.
I'm a K-pop stan.
Oh.
Stan people.
I don't believe you should stan people. I do think like music should be consumed like without this parasocialism. But
I think any type of parasocial relationship is just not good lah.
okay, yeah.
Right.
Guilty as Sin, great banging song.
Yeah,
Florida is also for me banging.
I do not like Florida.
LOML, thank you for existing. Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, cringe as title.
Agree.
However, pretty banging song.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I can't listen to the song.
That's your own issues to work through, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do a like re-update the podcast when you finally get that song, because you will.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
I don't wish. Don't evil eye me.
Okay. Now, Showgirl.
How did you find Showgirl?
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, I loved that she was so unashamed about how flawed she was as a human being.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that both of us do not like showgirl.
Yeah.
There was like 2 songs that I actually enjoyed though.
Showgirl is a very interesting album to me, actually,
Okay.
because she is, again, I think part of why people hated it so much is because they had very conflicting expectations and very mismanaged expectations. She did contribute to the mismanaged expectations because she did claim that Showgirl was going to have the lyricism of folklore.
Did she actually say that?
Yes, she did on the podcast with Melly Healy. Oh, sorry, not Melly Healy, Travis Kelce. And let me tell you how I know this. Okay. Because my ex is a Taylor Swift stan. And this is how I know you should not be a Taylor Swift stan.
Which one? That was very loud. I think I'll mute it.
Remove it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, with the pop perfection of 1989. Now tell me in what world you see that succeeding or working. None. So really, it's her fault, partially. But the other thing is, people were expecting, I think some people were expecting her to come in with like this concept album detailing like what it means to be a showgirl, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but when has she ever done a concept album? Even folklore, let's be real, isn't really a concept album. It's really songs that she wrote because she secretly hated
being in a relationship.
Or had like she was going through stuff, trying to masking it.
I guess it's true.
Or if it really was like a collection of like folk narratives, and the thing is, as a writer, I very much like can relate to the idea of like composite sketches of like having drawing in a single piece of work in a single song for her, both invented narratives, fictions, stuff you get from like reading, watching shows, movies, etc., and mixing that with your own personal narratives and the feeling you have in your own personal life.
Okay.
So I feel like that's probably how folklore and evermore are like for her. Showgirl gets nowhere near that. And even then, like, people were inventing like these narratives that she was gonna talk about like what it means to be like a showgirl, a pop star, blah blah blah. Again, she's never done a concept album. She isn't the type of pop artist to do that. She's not an Ethel Cain, you know. She's very much I'll make songs that go together, work together. At best, she tries to put them together, something as a theme, but they don't generally work, like, thematically. That's also what I mean by, like, when her albums succeed as an album, it's generally because the songs are very good overall, and they have a cohesive sound. Thematically, there have only been, I think, 2 instances where that really is... Okay, fine, 3. Where it really succeeds. Red, Folklore Evermore. Reputation, it's a lover album about her reputation. Like, doesn't really work like that.
Reputation was not... contrary to what the name suggests, was not actually about her reputation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Lover, the songs are too bad for me to like.
Let's not talk about Lover.
Let's not talk about Lover. Yeah. Midnight, collection of 13 songs I wrote at midnight. That's not a concept. I'm sorry, that isn't.
That's a common ground.
That's a common ground. When you wrote a song, it's not a concept.
I guess it's true.
Tortured Poets Department has a concept. It's honestly probably the closest she's come to writing a concept album in a way, like along with Red.
I guess it's true actually.
Because it has a relatively linear narrative of first falling in love with like, Matty Healy, and then revealing that Joe Alwyn's really like the reason why she had to go rush in headstrong to this new love relationship. And then the end with like tacked on The Alchemy, a flop song by the way, about like love song to Travis Kelce.
I guess it's true.
Like,
I always felt that The Alchemy should not have been on TTPD.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should not have been on period.
No, like if she had added the alchemy into Showgirl, I think that would have made more sense. Like I think
You want to make a bad album even worse?
You don't like the alchemy?
No.
I think the alchemy is a good pop song. I don't like this song, by the way. I don't listen to it. I'm not defending it, but I think it's a pop song.
Of the two love songs on Tortured Poets, The Alchemy and So High School,
Yep.
there's a very clear winner in my opinion.
Agree. I also think that So High School is way better.
Yeah. Even though it has some questionable lyrics, sonically better, lyrically overall also still better. But like The Alchemy just isn't. No. The other thing with Showgirl is, unlike Reputation, where there was a running thread of like her exploring the different ways in which this love has saved her, or like her anxiety with this love, like Delicate, that's a great song, of course. It's very one note, the way she presents the relationship with Travis Kelce. It's either I love your face and I want to have a whole neighborhood of kids like you, or I love your dick, or I love you without actually going to why I love you.
Do you have specific songs that you did enjoy in Showgirl?
Oh yes. I will say there are two. Okay, the thing about Showgirl is that for me there are actually two career highlights on this.
Okay.
Compared to Midnight, which has 0 if you're talking about the standard album.
Okay, sure.
Also, the reason why I think, in my ranking of Taylor Swift albums, Showgirl would be maybe 8 or 9 out of like 12. Yeah.
That's rated quite highly.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite?
Debut.
Okay, second least?
Midnight. Oh, Lover, sorry.
You like Showgirl more than Lover?
Yes, easily. Also remember, Showgirl is 12 songs long. So even if you dislike it, the process of listening to the album ends faster than Lover.
It's crazy, this is revolutionary for me. Okay, what were the songs that you did enjoy from
The
Showgirl?
two career songs are Father Figure,
Agree.
Ruin the Friendship.
Agree, those are also the only two listenable songs to me in the entire album.
Those two are like genuine, like, it's like, you know when you go to a restaurant and there's only 2 good things on the menu?
Yep.
That's what it feels like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Everything else in this album is very...
The thing is, the rest of the songs, some of them are quite serviceable, good pop songs. Fate of Ophelia is a good pop song.
It's a good pop song.
Opalite, it's a pretty good pop song.
It's a good pop song.
Elizabeth Taylor, also a pretty good pop song.
No, I hate Elizabeth Taylor. No. Elizabeth Taylor is not a good pop song at all.
I think, however, it's also an interesting interesting pop song lyrically. Eldest Daughter, let's not talk about that. Wow. Truly, I've never, like... I don't think I've ever listened to a Taylor Swift song and immediately gone, I hate this more than me. And that's how I felt listening to Eldest Daughter.
How I feel about Eldest Daughter is how I feel about The Black Dog.
Oh, that's crazy. That's insane.
Like, I just want this song to end. Now.
That is insane.
Just draggy and slow.
You need to get your ears checked, I think. Putting them at the same level is truly offensive.
No, I stand by my thoughts.
I think it's a hate crime.
No, I stand by my thoughts.
Okay. I have a controversial thing about Actually Romantic. And it is that it is a song with a lot of potential. It's actually a very interesting song. I also personally think Let the Girls Fight. Let the Girls Fight.
Agreed.
I think it's an uneven fight. But, we were all cheering and clapping when Kendrick versus Drake was a thing.
That's
Why
true.
are we not cheering and clapping when Taylor Swift versus Charlie XCX? It's a thing.
I agree though.
They're both public figures. It's not like she's going after some random person that's not
Yep.
in the public sphere.
Yep.
Do I think it's an even playing field? No,
Yes.
because of course she has so much more fans. She is significantly more popular,
Yep.
more well known,
Yep.
to some degree more well regarded. But Charlie has the cool factor, I guess.
Yep.
And I do listen to Charlie. I really like some of Charlie's songs.
Me too.
Brad is great. Music, fashion, film, not as great.
Agree.
But Actual Romantic, lyrically, clunky,
Agree.
but that bridge is gorgeous. I will not criticize the bridge.
Actually, I like the bridge also.
The bridge is gorgeous.
It's fun, it's funky.
Conceptually, it works.
Yeah, it works. I think it works. Agree.
So like, I don't think it's that horrible of a song. Wishlist, it says nothing. It means nothing. Word, production wise, I love it.
No.
Lyrically, I hate it.
When I remember when I first listened to this album, right? Like other than up to that point, right? Other than Ruin the Friendship, I was listening to it and I was like, oh, banging,
Right?
banging,
Yeah,
banging.
that's how I
Then
felt.
she started singing. Then I was like, huh, is she singing?
Redwood tree.
No, like legitimately, there was this
Right.
process where I was like, wait, more and more so. Wait, is she singing about somebody's dick?
I didn't know how to feel.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's not cheeky or clever the way Sabrina does it.
Yeah.
Sabrina does it very well.
Yes.
And people defending, like, saying stuff like, you're not allowing her to be sexual. No, it's
not
just
that.
that the song is not good.
It's
Sorry.
not good.
The lyrics aren't good. That's it. Like, again, this is the problem with her as a writer. She has, like, a few modes of writing. Her best mode of writing is when she goes very specific, when she doesn't try to use too many metaphors, or more accurately, when she expands her list of metaphors. The songs that really don't work for me are when she, like, rings a metaphor to death, when she, like, overuses it again and again.
Yeah.
With Word, the problem with the song, even, like, if I'm not talking about the innuendos, the first verse is just clunkily written to prove a point of, like, oh, this to, like, list out all the instances in which you can get bad luck. Like,
it's just repetitive. It's not interesting. I feel like when I first listened to the song, right, like at first initially I had thought that she really was talking about this idea of, like, knocking on wood, right? How she feels like lucky that there is now somebody for her, and I was like, okay, and then suddenly it just, when it clicked what the song was actually about, I was like, wait, this feels like such a wasted opportunity. Because musically as well, the song is great, right? But it just felt so repetitive. It wasn't as cheeky as it should be. It wasn't as entertaining as it should be.
Yes.
There is a reason why, let's say, an artist like Sabrina Carpenter, like, works well with, like, sexual innuendos or sexual themes in her discography, because Sabrina Carpenter as a person is also someone who's super cheeky. She's super snarky, right? But Taylor Swift is also someone that is cynical and all that, but she doesn't carry that same, like, hee ha-ha-ness, right? Like, it's somewhat serious. I feel like there is a hint of truth that she thinks, like, yes, obviously I'm being silly, but it's not in jest. It's really like, oh, I'm so smart, like, look at this. And I think that emotion can be felt.
Yeah.
Right? That's why it doesn't deliver.
Yeah.
It just doesn't deliver.
No, it's not good. It's not well written.
Kento,
somehow worse than that.
Oh my god.
I cannot do Kento.
Oh my god.
I think, honestly, Kento is my least favorite song from this album. Like, even though I really dislike Eldest Daughter, Kento is my least favorite.
Yeah, I think honestly same.
Honey is maybe for me the only saving grace of the second half of the album.
You liked Honey?
I like it more than the others.
But to me, Honey as well was like, it felt very bland. It didn't.
It's not great.
It didn't feel like she had a lot of interesting things to say. Like, I understand also, like, as a girl, right, as a woman, I understand being called honey, you know, in this weird way, but then now, like, no, it doesn't take away from that. Like, no, somebody calling you something that has notoriously been used.
Yes.
Right? A word that has been used to condescendingly refer to women in what they think is a nice way.
Yeah.
Like, that whole history being erased by you being in a loving relationship. Like, great for you, girl. No hate. I love that you are happy. But it's not interesting. It's not particularly nice or like, or I like the way you see this, or I like the way you subvert this. No.
Yeah.
It felt cheap. It felt easy.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. I do, however, think that at the very least, Honey, production-wise, sounds okay.
I think, yeah. Sound-wise is fine.
Lyrically, it's not as, like, overwritten or as... It is a bland song overall, but the lyrics itself are precise enough to capture what she's going for.
Mm.
And I'm okay with that. It's sort of like Labyrinth, where it tries to capture something
I
that
guess that's
should
true.
not really need to be captured in a
Yeah.
song. Yeah. Um,
Also, I did not like the bridge. Do you like the bridge?
I thought it was okay.
I hate the bridge.
The Life of a Show, the title track with Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh my god.
No.
Actually, I thought it was. I like Sabrina's part on it. I did not like her part on it.
I
But
didn't like
it was
any
just.
part of it.
It was just so.
It was like, you know when you listen to like musicals on Broadway, and like they have to like cover a whole like narrative in their songs. That's what it felt like they were trying to
A little
go
bit.
for.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they did not execute it at all.
I think so, and I think it was such a waste as well because
Yes.
Taylor Swift has notoriously, let's say like Last Great American Dynasty, right?
Yes.
Where she's telling like a whole story,
Great
a whole
song.
narrative.
Yeah.
But she does it so well there, and then this one is like,
Wow.
you know?
I think also like she's fighting against the rhythm of the song.
Yeah. You know, actually, the funny thing is, right, like, thematically, when I first listened to this song, right, it really felt like a cheaper version of The Lucky One from Red.
Oh yes, I would. Yeah, Lucky One would
Lucky One?
be so much more meaningful
Yeah.
than
Right.
the song.
And
It
but
is so much more
It
meaningful.
felt like they were actually saying the same thing, but this one way worse, lah.
Yeah.
Right? It's this idea of, like, oh, you have somebody that you admire and, like, they are in the industry and you strive to be this
Yes.
person. And then when you get to the top, or you get to that where they were, you
Yeah.
realize actually it's not all glitz and glamour.
Yes.
But she's written about that and way better before.
And also, like, for a song like this to work, you need other songs, like a song like Nothing New on this album to really, like, land the idea of the life of a show, the conceit behind the life of a show.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would still rank it higher than the other three, like Midnight's Lover debut, purely for the fact that, again, it's a shorter album than the
It's just
Apart
like
from- it's not shorter than debut either, but like it also does have more career highlights for me, and that matters.
Yeah, I completely disagree.
Yeah.
So wrapping up on Showgirl.
Wrapping up on Showgirl, I think I agree, Nicole. It doesn't work as an album, but it at least has some really good songs in it. It does. So I would still rank it higher than some of her other albums. Not that many, but like, you know.
I think the only sort of like great song on this album was Ruin the Friendship.
If you take into account how she approached her career in like the first 6 albums, for example, right? Where she was very like guarded, like literally I think she said for like Red or 1989, where she went into them like wanting to create this certain persona. She had a very specific goal, blah blah blah. Like look at the vault tracks for Speak Now, for example. A song like was it I Can See You?
I Can See You.
Was cut out because it was too revealing, too sexual for her persona then. She does not have that same guard anymore
That's true.
as an artist. And that's what I mean by like she's in a way simultaneously more guarded but also more vulnerable.
I think there are some aspects of her life where
Yes.
she's, for once in her life, she's okay with sharing. But I agree lah. She is also more guarded about her relationships, about, I guess, her... I want to say also her friendships.
Yes.
Right? Compared to like the whole like 1989, the squad, right? Era. Yeah.
So I don't hate Showgirl as much. I think also like it's good to have an album where you reveal to your fans that you are proud of being a billionaire. So that
That's
people,
fine.
so that people know when to disengage with you.
No,
And people do.
for me,
People
right,
really do.
if she really wanted to sing about like her being a billionaire, I would have been so down for it, but she did not say anything. Because
I mean, she did sing Wishlist.
no, like there have been so many artists, right, across genres that, you know, they sing about like their wealth, their riches, blah blah blah. Like, and that's fine. Ariana Grande also loves singing about how fucking rich she is, right? But I think the reason is that she never... my issue with Showgirl is that I feel like she's not really saying anything really of substance.
Yeah.
We get that you're rich. We knew that. Any other insight you want to give us? She did not.
For me, the bigger failure is not that. The bigger failure is even in the love songs, there's nothing of substance being revealed.
Agree.
The only songs with real substance, I think, are Ruin the Friendship
Agree.
and Father Figure. Father Figure does have a lot of substance behind it.
I agree with Father Figure.
You might dislike some of the lines in it, but
No, I love
think
Father Figure now.
conceptually, like, yeah.
I love Father
Conceptually,
Figure.
it works.
It works.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Father Figure, it was just that one line that I had to get past the cringe. Okay, that's it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed us yapping about Taylor Swift. Concluding thoughts? Did you enjoy being a guest?
Yes, I did. I love being a guest here.
Can you say a bit more convincingly?
I mean, I low-key think that this is the real, like, podcast that I would want to be on.
Thank you.
Who needs whatever Travis Kelce podcast that Taylor Swift went on when you have Nicole's podcast?
Thank you. I try my best to cater to my fans. And
8
my
fans, including me.
my 8th subscriber. What an honor! What an honor!
If you're a 10th subscriber, she will have you on for the
Yeah.
podcast.
Let me know if you stay nearby and you're willing to hang out and be awkward. Come and share your thoughts.
Yay! Love that.
Is that it? Any other things you want to say?
You should support her new album, her new songs. She's releasing an album very
I'm not.
soon.
No, I'm
Did
not.
you know that Nicole's also like a world famous poet?
Huh?
She's a very well regarded musician. She has a new album coming out soon. Why are you looking at me so shocked?
I didn't know that this was happening. Are you producing my album? What's happening?
And everything I said was just lies.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like Taylor Swift when she said folklore was fictional. Thank you.
Gagged. Okay, but thank you again for watching.
What's the podcast name again?
Anything and
everything.
Thank you
anything
again
and
for
everything.
watching anything and everything.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi. Welcome to some behind the scenes footage. I'm waiting for Conan to come over now. And he said that he wanted to record an episode. What the episode will be about, I have no freaking idea. But I'm down. He said that he was in a contemplative mood. I don't know what that means. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Maybe I'll add this in at the end of the episode if we actually get to recording. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye. Wait, also, isn't it so weird how I'm recording while there is like light outside? Have you guys ever seen my room in the daytime? Yeah, this is my room in the daytime. Okay, bye for now. Okay, bye for real. Bye!